This flip-flop navigator adventure is day 2 of my 500-kilometer bicycle circumnavigation of the island of Okinawa in southern Japan. Day 2, I wake up wild camping on Motobu Beach, then head to Motobu Port, by the Chura Umi Aquarium, through the beautiful Fukugi line streets of Bise Point, past Nakajin Castle, and around the whole Motobu Peninsula with detours to Sesoko and Kouri Islands, finishing up at Yagaji Campground on Yagaji Island. Day 2, 6:45 a.m. Just woke up. The sun should be popping out. Comes up at 7, but there's a mountain in the way. But it's bright enough out now to pack my things up. I'm near the Motobu Port. I'm going to go around Motobu to Sesoko Island, to Kouri Island, and then I finish 60 plus kilometers at Yagaji Island. Yagaji Island has a nice campground. I read some reviews and there's been a lot of people there as recent as 2 weeks ago, so hopefully they're open. I can get in there. Family Mart nearby. I will video setting up the tent. Weather said feels like 16. I didn't get cold at all. I only had this Zenbivy. This orange thing. I used the Wooby I brought. I put it in a pillowcase and used it for a pillow. Brought my chair inside and put all my electronics on it. My bike is out the back window. Both windows were open all night with the screens keeping me away from the mosquitoes, and I slept great. Just had a little dip in the ocean, long enough to get wet basically. Got a friend who joined me for breakfast this morning here in front of my tent at Motobu Beach. All packed up for my humble abode. Heading out. I can smell tofu. Someone's making tofu. Just ate breakfast. Met a couple friends here. Headed out on the Yagaji ferry. Here we're in Motobu. Motobu manhole with butterflies and birds and fish. Just arriving at beautiful Sesoko Island. There's Ieshima. Around the corner there's the Chura Umi Aquarium. I'm going around this peninsula. I'll come out on the north side by Highway 58 again. Beautiful, sandy, green, blue, teal. Look at that hotel there. It's got a little pool in front of it. Sesoko Island Bridge lean. And the Ieshima ferry smoking right down the road. Going underneath Sesoko Bridge.
We can see the Navigator up there on the bridge. He's that little red dot.
Cleaning up the road in full effect. Everybody's got a job, it looks like. I love Sesoko Jima. Jima is island in Japanese. Yagijiro, they have goat soup. Haisai. Haisai is Okinawa language for hello. Look at this Hilton on Sesoko Island. I noticed yesterday all the big resorts here, they used to be owned by Japanese companies, ANA Airlines, Japanese Airlines, Nikko Hotels, and others are all owned by the international brands now. Marriott, Hilton, Mercure has come to Okinawa. This is what I was looking for. Found this tiny little road. This is what rural Okinawa looks like. The graves I was talking about. Okinawa graves are unique. Great road. This is where I wanted to be. All these little roads go to the tombs because in April they have shimi. Shimi, you go and you clean up the tomb and you spend a few days at the tomb and people come and visit. You eat and drink with your past relatives. Okinawa is Buddhist, but there's a little parentheses after the Buddhist part that says ancestor worship. There's the goats. Hello. They all looked at me when I said there's the goats. Be careful, they're selling Yagi soup 1 block away. Chura. Some kind of fishing nets out here. I'm not sure what it is. Maybe shrimp. Motobu seawall art. I want to find a little teishoku. What's teishoku? Family restaurant, dinner restaurant, and get my lunch. Goya champuru, Okinawa soba, whatever it is. Before taking this trip, a number of people said Okinawa's flat, it should be an easy ride. Okinawa's not flat when you're on a bicycle. Slippers for sale. Since I am flip-flop navigator, I felt like I needed to cross the road and get a video of this. Kawazori won't break even if you run a full marathon. Expo Park with a great view of Kiyashima. I went there a few days ago. I'll post some pictures of the aquarium. Not going there today. I visited the aquarium last week and saw they have bicycle parking. I highly recommend you stop in for food and a visit. You can see all the trees, but we'll check this out. Fukugi tree. I'm gonna need to look up what a Fukugi tree is. Gi is tree, so it's a fuku tree. Google tells me a Fukugi tree is a Garcinia tree. And they rent bikes here. Fishing nets hanging on the side. Cool little place to stop. The spider conch shell, called sakai or kudaka in Okinawa dialect, is hung on doors and entrances to ward off evil spirits. And, of course, the Orion deer is a symbol of Okinawa. Last shot of Iyashima as we're going around the tip of the Motobu Peninsula. Look at this, Gajimaru is the Okinawa name for a banyan tree. It's huge, it spreads everywhere. They've cut branches off that went out into the road. It's known as the Okinawa tree to sit underneath and enjoy the shade. Also, you see the little branches going down, supporting the big branches. That represents family and the newer members of the family supporting older members of the family. So you see some of these boats around Okinawa? Those are fuel tanks from the bottom of a World War II airplane that they made into a boat. see them out at the islands. Mostly not much here on the mainland. That's what it is. Entering Nakajin village, leaving Motobu. Nakajin Castle ruins, 1 kilometer up there. Here up on the mountain is Opadake Forest Park. In Japanese, Opa sounds like opai, which is boots. Dake is mountain. Little bungalows available, camping available, a nice big playground for kids, and the NTT tower at the top of the hill up there. As you're going up the hill, you'll see cow farms, and the joke is that Opadake breast milk or boob milk is the best milk, so you should buy their milk. That's their advertising. Right here, just outside of Nakajin, is Dacho land. Dacho means ostrich in Japanese, so they have this yellow sign that says Dacho steak. If ostrich is your thing, stop in and get some. Looks like a soba restaurant. Is it open? Stop the war. Happiness for the world children. 開いてるかな?
入ってました。
Oh, okay. ありがとう。はい。一人ゴーヤチャンプルー。
ゴーヤあります。I have.
お願いします。自転車で沖縄一周してる。
Very good. Your car is nice to see you. Oh, your bicycle is good.
Here I have a
Oh, good.
sleeping bag.
Your sleeping
Bag and
Yeah.
tools, and here's tent and
Okay.
cot,
This
clothes,
Clothes.
tools. Yeah.
Yeah.
Today I stay Yagaji Campground.
Campground.
Hi.
So outside.
The Sanshin is a traditional 3-string instrument considered the heart of Okinawa folk music.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay, please.
Miso soup.
Miso soup. Yeah.
ありがとうございます。
Yeah, どういたしまして。But when do you go back? People is never. I give up.
個人のボランティアかどうかということを論じているんですか。
参拝主体的、裁量的にやったということの意見の総理なのか。それがここは僕
やしやしと暮らす。
ごちそうさま。
Completely you are it. Thank you. This is Goya is my restaurant Okinawan food is number 1 order.
Oh, thank you.
Good. You are. I hope you are.
Straight ahead is the bridge to Korijima. There used to be an old cave here. You want to run it tomorrow? So it's just back in that door. That over there is that's Korijima. Beautiful blue-green water. Made a little container village. If you come here, go counterclockwise around the island. If you go clockwise, it's all uphill. Come to Kouri Island, I recommend you don't ride your bike around it unless you have something you want to see or you want to go to the beach. It's all uphill. Hello Kitty restaurant. Paint everything pink and they will come. Look out up there with people ringing the bells. Heading back across Kouri Bridge into the sun. Kouri Island Bridge, Okinawa. This is the walking instructions to the beach I'm going to. If you drive, it's a long ways out of the way, and this should have way less hills because the main road goes to the ridge of the island. This road follows the coast. This is a much better road than being on that main road. Go walking instructions for the win on this road. Papaya tree. Papaya growing in the wild out here. I'm arriving soon, but I have no water. And this is a 100 yen machine, so. That is the second horse I've seen on this trip. I saw one out at Sesoko Island this morning. Yagaji Beach. Come in, we're open. This is a paid facility. Konnichiwa. キャンプできますか？
予約なしです。
予約ない。必要？
本当は必要。今受付でシャワー室がここの道は左側。
はい。
でトイレが向かいの建物の1階です。で場所はどこでもいい。
I think I'll go back here in the corner. I'm going to set up right here. I'm here at Yagaji Beach camping. It costs 3,000 yen, and I get a shower and toilet. I don't know if there's electricity around here or not. I'll find some if there is. I have until 11 a.m. Right up the road here, there's a family mart. Here I am. I'm gonna set up right here. I'll have lots of stars tonight. Looking forward to it. 3,000 yen well spent, I think. Got a camping hack for you. You get a little hairband from the 100 yen store, the $1 store. You put it around your brake. Keeps your bike from rolling if you're leaning on something. I use those, they're very easy. They help stabilize your bike. I have this little kickstand I made from a piece of PVC. I made it so I can put it in the deep sand if I'm camping on the beach and I don't want to lay my bike down, but I want to keep it close to my tent. I used it last night and then I set my tent up and draped it over the edge of my bike here. I got a little tie wrap here, which I stick inside there to keep it from moving back and forth, and then I bungee it down with holes drilled in the side. Thank you, Kaimano. My tent is a Hilleberg Tara. A few years ago when I biked the Shimanami Kaido in Japan, I got caught in the rainy remnants of a typhoon one night and couldn't sleep. At 4 a.m. I still couldn't sleep, so I googled driest tent in the world, and Hilleberg was the answer. I backordered this 2-man Hilleberg Terra and love it. I have since ordered a 1-man Hilleberg Solo that I use for more primitive trips where I need or want less weight. When I bought this tent, they talked about how good it is in the wind, and you saw me set it up. I could have used the other tie downs. There's people in England and all over Europe like in 70 mile-an-hour winds or 70 knot winds setting it up. This is nowhere near that. There's white caps out there, so I'm guessing this is 15 to 20 knots. And I'm going to run to Family Mart down the road here and buy some food. It's up in the sunset here on Yagaji Island. Got my bike covered up most of the way. Got the tent tied down because it's blowing really hard. Got a view to the north to Hado way up there. The cot is heavy, but I love it. Last night I was on a bit of an angle, and with the Zen Bivy I was really slippery. Tried to keep pushing myself back up, but I'm totally flat today. It got down to 18, feels like 16 last night. I had both sides of the tent open like I do now, and I never got cold. I have the bike in the back, as you can see. I worked out a way where I can cover up most of the bike. Keep it covered up a little bit. A bit windy outside, so I got out of this chair and I came inside the tent to eat. I've got tuna, salmon, sushi. That's what for dinner, camping. Sausages, pepper sausages for tonight. This is a hamburger, fully cooked hamburger. I had these last night, they were fantastic. Tender bamboo shoots. Oh, actually yesterday I had like exciting bamboo shoots or something like that. Gobo, I know I love gobo. It's burdock in English. And a couple boiled eggs soaked in some kind of soy sauce thingy. Planning on staying in. I'm gonna eat a little bit, probably eat the sushi, go get a shower. Today's trip was 167 kilometers again, so I have 134 kilometers of Okinawa biking fun behind me and 366 to go. Stay tuned for day 3 and the rest of the trip. If you enjoyed this flip-flop Navigator Okinawa bike circumnavigation adventure, please like, subscribe, share, and comment.